Good morning, Council. First of all, thanks, Madam Mayor, for inviting me to meet with you on the August 31st, regarding the City of Mississauga corporate security's practices of banning and arresting youth and minors while on city property. And I apologize that I wasn't able to attend. You see, back in July, I emailed a list of questions to Commissioner Breaux that I needed answering prior to our meeting, and there seems to be a bit of a holdup. You'll see those questions as I3 in the Council agenda. Today I want to address something that Councillor Sato said during the last Council meeting and that the September 30th, 2009 Council minutes failed to record. Regarding making details of youth banned and arrested from city facilities public information, the Council minutes correctly state, and if I could have the overhead to show this now. Councillor Pat Sato asked if staff could look at making the information public on bans at arenas and public places. She inquired if staff could post the information on the site without violating the Freedom of Information Act, particularly the reason for the ban, the type of incidents, and what the city is doing about it. She felt that the information could be posted monthly or bi-monthly. Councillor Pat Sato provided direction that a report be brought back on her request. All true, but the minutes failed to mention what I believe is the most important thing that Councillor Sato said. And this is a transcript from the video, and if I could have the overhead again. This is a transcript and a quote from Councillor Sato. I think it's important that our residents are aware of these incidents, and they're made aware of the various steps that are taken, because a ban is not an instant step, usually. There are other steps that have been taken before that happens in many cases. And frankly, I'm surprised that any City of Mississauga elected official would somehow think that various steps are taken before youth and minors are banned from city property. Whatever would give you that idea. I'm here to tell you that $2,100 worth of freedom of information suggests that nothing could be further from the truth. Regarding Councillor Sato's belief that various steps are taken because a ban is not an instant step usually, back in December 2006, Council passed the Violence, Vandalism and Bullying Policy. It's your zero tolerance policy. Well, just a reminder what the policy says about bans, and again the overhead here. It says this about bans. The City of Mississauga will take appropriate disciplinary action when incidents of vandalism, violence, or bullying occur in city facilities. Such action may include the immediate banning of the patron from the facility. Security Special Occurrence reports secured through Freedom of Information confirm immediate banning, not just of kids as young as 9 and 10 from 3 facilities at once, like the Mississauga Civic Center, Central Library, and Living Arts Center, but also immediate zero-tolerance arrests of kids should they return during their ban. Freedom of Information has confirmed the arrest right here of a 12, 13-year-old who returned to the skate plaza just 2 hours after being banned from there. The fact is, the Violence, Vandalism and Bullying Policy makes it clear that anyone returning during a ban will be arrested. Zero tolerance, instant step. The only way to escape arrest under the Violence, Vandalism and Bullying Policy, should you return during a ban, is to be under 12 years of age. Now, Councillor Sato's not here. I was going to say that she stated that she wasn't going to be specific about what youth information that she wanted generated. I believe that she should be specific. She needs to be aware, as should perhaps the rest of Council, that the security database needs to be aware of the non-robust nature of that database. And non-robust is how the city described their own database, not us. The security database is wonky, about as flexible as a cinder block, and has spit out spurious, unreliable reports when accommodating our Freedom of Information requests. The database does, however, have enormous value in its raw data, that is, in its historical information. It does, after all, contain stats on almost 3 years of bans, fines, trespass, and arrests issued by your security guards to hundreds of people, many of them youth and minors. Essentially embedded in that raw data, just waiting for extracting, is a unique social history of the city of Mississauga. Testimony of what happens when security guards are granted the power to ban, and this is a direct quote, if you could have the overhead again, granted the power to ban at their own discretion and or effect a trespass if required. This is done at the time of an incident and is necessarily independent of any control or oversight from the Violence and Vandalism Committee. That database, therefore, is invaluable for roots of youth violence research. Next, a related topic. I need to address Councillor Unika's kindness that he extended me back in June. He said that he believed I was sincere, had done my homework, and that he just wasn't sure of the ask. Sir, tomorrow I have to go to Toronto to file yet another appeal with the Information and Privacy Commissioner because the city has blocked total access to the city security's records of bans, trespass, and arrest, the very records that Councillor Sato requested be made public just 14 days ago. The ask, Councillor Unika. I've taken the liberty of preparing a list of specific queries for that database that I believe Council should see. My husband and I are preparing our request for the database through appeal to the Privacy Commissioner, but we recognize that for the present, the reporting requested by Councillor Sato and approved by motion of Council is currently the only means of extracting meaningful information. I therefore ask that these queries be included in any report requested by Council, and thanks for your consideration. So if I could just pass that up.
Thank you.
And thank you so much, and thank you, Councillor Unika.